If you have not done so yet, it is imperative that you are finding ways to improve your hospitality property's operational performance. Here are 7 ways to improve operations. Welcome to another edition of Hospitality Property School. I'm your instructor, Jerry McPherson. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it now. And make sure to hit the little bell so you'll be informed when I upload a new video. You won't want to miss anything I designed especially for you. There is always room for improvement on various aspects of a business, whether it's making the right decisions, optimizing work processes, providing higher quality service, or aligning departments and objectives. The key to providing exceptional customer service and creating a successful hospitality property business starts with operations at the base. Especially now, as we are hopefully heading to post-COVID-19, losing focus or neglecting operations is likely to cause major performance issues. How does this work in times where travel is not fully recovered and staffing levels are not back to what they used to be? Regrettably, this is not the time to sit back and wait for better times. Now is the time to take action and make your property stand out. 1. Priorization. It's easy to get overwhelmed by a number of tasks and the opportunities that are always at hand. For this reason, you need to set priorities. Without establishing the right set of priorities, you run the risk of overlooking more important responsibilities that can directly compromise service quality of your property's operations. When looking at your to-do list, the first thing you should decide, what brings the most value to my guests? Then you can start establishing which processes and initiatives constitute to the building of great guest experience. This can be done on a case-per-case basis that is adaptable to your accommodation. Continue reading, and I'll share 6 more ways to improve operations, right after a word from our sponsor. Before the break, I said I would share 6 more ways to improve operations. 2. Know your guests. For this item, you have to ask, what do my guests want? If you don't know, it's time to find out. Start building and maintaining a customer database. Through personalized services and products, you can increase revenue and the customer experience, making sure to record your guests' preferences and develop their profiles. This should all be tracked in your property's operating software, CRM. It's also important to find ways to gather guests' email addresses. 3. Be prepared. Take a proactive stance and start driving customer experience and revenue as soon as they book. Waiting for opportunities until the guest arrives will work against your operations. Increase the interaction time. Make the service feel more attentive and generally of a higher level. Increase exposure of your products and services to your guests. This equals more revenue opportunities. Higher chance the guests will get more out of their stay by providing them with more options to add to their itinerary. Plan itineraries. Make the planning and decision-making process for your guests easier. Organize a selection of activities for different stay durations so every guest can just follow their itinerary without having to do their own research and planning. Answer pre-arrival questions. Answer the FAQs before your guests arrive. This could be done through a welcome email, providing basic information and confirming their booking, followed by an email shortly before the guest's arrival. Directions to the property, parking information, things to do, products and services at your property, including bookable options. 4. Empower your employees. Employees should be able to become the one person guests can go to for everything. Equipping them with the right knowledge and tools will help them in dealing with unexpected situations. The confidence that is built in this process can be both felt by guests and the employees themselves. Make sure you include cross-training between different departments and information sharing so employees feel more comfortable and prepared in any situation they might encounter. Do these make sense so far? Let me know in the comments. 5. Establish a culture of ownership. A complaint I sometimes hear from guests that I visit is that at times it feels like no one wants to take ownership of a problem, making the guest feel like their issue is being passed on and on to others. This feels like an employee saying that they are not interested in dealing with the issue in the first place. This goes back to empowering employees to take care of any situation by themselves. Dealing with issues directly shows you care and lets guests know that you're involved by ensuring they have a wonderful stay. 6. Promote cross-communication. Increase the level of communication between departments. Cross-communication is the only way to overcome persisting operational bottlenecks. Instead, start aligning objectives and heighten interdepartmental communication by taking in different perspectives and ensuring crucial information can be shared openly. This can help prevent unnecessary loss of efficiency and maximize opportunities. 7. Work smarter. Find ways to reduce operational processes without skimping on services. Working smarter will have a positive effect on service delivery time and reduce the workload carried by employees. For example, the front office. Make it as easy as possible for your guests. Plan out their arrival ahead of time and make sure everything is ready upon check-in. Complete the check-in form as much as possible with the information on hand. Allocate the right room and have a process in place like express check-in or out. Food and beverage. More is not always better. An example of less is more can be reducing the menu size. The size of your menu and choice of ingredients can have a major impact on the performance of the food and beverage operations. Small menus offer faster preparation times, fresher ingredients, less risk of waste, and therefore lower food costs. Also, make sure to look into locally sourced ingredients for your menu. Housekeeping. Benefits can be obtained by offering guests the option not to change or replace linen and amenities daily, thus minimizing waste and energy consumption and reducing labor and material costs. Again, make sure to record this information for future reference in your system so guests don't have to communicate this twice. If you are a member of the Hospitality Property School Group, as a bonus, I'm going to talk about 3 additional ways to improve operations. In conclusion, finding ways to improve your hospitality property's operational performance is going to be essential if you want to come out of the post-COVID-19 era successfully. Using the suggestions in this episode as a guideline will not only ensure your property is operating more smoothly, but it'll help you stand out from the competition. What was the last thing you did to improve operations at your property? Let me know in the comments. We cover more about organizational structure in the Guide to Owning and Operating a Hospitality Property Successfully book and course. You can find more information at keystonehpd.com. You'll have access to this episode for as long as you like, but if you'd like to see all the bonuses you would have access to as a member of the Hospitality Property School Group, check out the short video in this episode post show notes. In the next episode, I will talk about how to reach your guests digitally. That's it for today's episode. Until next time, have a fun day. If you have not done so yet, make sure to sign up for Insider Tips, say hi on social, join one of our groups, and make sure to get your free copy of the How to Improve Your Hospitality Property Success. You can find all the links in the show notes.